Julia meets Sig the pig.
Julia meets Sig the pig.
A story for Julia by Papa. This little book, though not very big, is to tell you exactly how Julia met Sig, and why he lives to this very day on a shelf by her bed not far away, and how Julia feeds him day after day, not with corn, not with pizza, or turnips or hay, but with something unusual for most pigs to eat. But let's not get ahead till the story's complete. You see, Sig was a pig with no place to stay, and he wanted a friend, someone to play. He looked everywhere, day after day, but all of the children just ran away. He looked one day in a mirror with a sigh, and he knew in an instant the reason why. You see, pigs can be pink and pigs can be fat. You can even be friends with a pig with a hat. But Sig was a pig with a hole in his back, a slot or a slit or a break or a crack. The children were puzzled by such a strange pig. "What's it for?" they asked. "A paintbrush? A twig?" And spiders and snakes can climb in and hide, and we wouldn't know they were hiding inside, and someday when we're all playing with you, they'd jump out at us with a frightening boo. Sig said to the children,
I know it looks funny, but it's there, don't you see, to help you save money. If you drop in your pennies and nickels and dimes, you'll soon save enough to have some good times. You can go to the store and buy a new hat, or if your mom says, you can buy a pet rat. Take your friends to the bakery and buy them a treat, or take a train ride. You can pay for the seat. You can buy some new pencils or crayons for school, or a beautiful swimsuit for the beach or the pool. Buy a bird book for Dad, or a new scarf for Mom, or a hamster so small he'll fit in your palm.
But the children were puzzled, and were gone in a blink, leaving Sig all alone. And he started to think. And all of a sudden, from out of the blue, he had an idea too good to be true. It was Christmas time. He could be someone's gift. He'd crawl into a box and they'd give him a lift. He'd ride to their home with them on the bus and live ever after with Dad, Mom, and Gus. Sig knew that the children played in the park, so he crawled into a box late at night in the dark and waited to see what would happen next day when the kids came to the park as they do to play. It was rainy and gray. All the children stayed home. But Julia and Dad still decided to roam. A box on the swing with a tag on the end. Take me home with you, and I'll be your friend. Julia opened the box, and what do you think? She stared and she laughed. Her eyes went blink, blink. "It's Sig the pig," she said to her dad, "with a hole in his back, but that isn't bad." Julia remembered what Sig told the children that day, that pennies and nickels together can pay for crayons and bird books and bakery treats, concertinas for Dinas, and fun train trip seats.
"Can we take him home, Dad, with us on the bus? He can live with me and you and Mom and Gus."
Dad said yes, and they left with the pig. And that's the story of how Julia met Sig. On a shelf in her room near Julia's bed, Sig happily sat, and he often got fed, not with turnips or pizza or hay or dill pickles, but with pennies and dimes and quarters and nickels. And one day when Sig's belly was full of money, and the clouds were gone, and the day was sunny, and Julia's friends came over to play, she got them together and started to say,
"Sig the pig once puzzled us, but I brought him home on the bus."
And the clouds were gone, and the day was sunny, and Sig's big belly was full of money. So Julia and her friends and Sig the pig laughed and clapped and danced the jig out the door and down the street to buy a delicious bakery treat, and then to the park to swing and play and generally enjoy the day. So happily this story ends, since Sig the pig now has his friends.